What's the meeting ID number?
Oh, you want to jump in?
I should make it.
Oh yeah, I can.
I'll do it without video.
All right, y'all. He's here. He said he had to go. He said he'll be right back. That's his camera up there. You see it with his name on it. All right. We were just talking to him, so just hang tight. Leah, did you go live? Oh, it looks like you're going live.
I did. Okay.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for coming out. My name is Justin Brown. I'm the resident director of Allegheny Hall, and I'm here with my colleague Leah, who's the art Schmidt Hall. Thank you all so much for coming out. We're really excited about the speaker series that we were telling you all about. This program is being brought to you by the Office of Residence Life and Housing Services. We are here with the funny and hilarious Dionne Cole. A brief background about Deon, if you don't know who he is, if you don't know him from the Conan O'Brien show, you would definitely know him from ABC's Blackish, or you would definitely have seen him on Freeform's Grownish. You know, when he was working with ABC's Blackish, he won 2 NCAA Image Awards. He's here with y'all tonight. If you haven't seen that, definitely check out his Netflix special on Netflix. It's a hilarious. Give it up for Dionne Cole, y'all.
Your church is your church.
How you doing, my man? How you feeling?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
Good. Well, welcome to Westchester University. The students are super excited to see you. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks, man. It's so great to feel all that imagination love, because you can't see nothing on this phone and you can't hear nobody. But I'm just gonna accept all that love. I appreciate it, though. How you doing, bro? You good?
Listen, we're doing good. Listen, we all separated, but we're not separated by heart. So
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what have you been up to during the quarantine?
Oh man, just trying to keep my sanity, man. Picking up hobbies, doing things I always wanted to do, like learning how to DJ.
Okay.
You know, just a lot of things, scripts and stuff like that, and creating. Me and my writing partner, Kelly, we've been writing scripts and doing things. And so that's it, man. We just been trying to stay busy, keep afloat, and, you know, that's it.
Yeah. You know, if we weren't in quarantine right now, what is something that you would go and get to eat right now? Like, what is the thing that you've been craving?
Man, it's this place in LA called Crustaceans.
Okay.
And it's like, they got like these noodles and lobster. It's like these garlic butter noodles with lobster. Oh my Lord. Oh God.
So if we come out there, you gonna show us around, right?
Man, well, when this is over with, I'm not gonna be the first one outside. I'm gonna let all y'all go first, and then I'm gonna wait a little bit. And then
that's
maybe a few weeks after we can go outside, then I'll go get the food. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, have you ever been to Westchester, Pennsylvania?
No, I have been to Pennsylvania. I've been to Reading, Pittsburgh.
Okay.
But not Westchester. I've never been to Westchester.
Okay. I think we should have him out. What do y'all think? We should definitely have him out.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be love. I appreciate that.
Yeah. What are some of
your
what are some of your social media handles so we can shout them out before we let the students engage with you?
At DEONCOLE on Instagram and all platforms, at Dionne Cole.
Okay. Make sure y'all are following, liking, subscribing, all of it. All right. So who's got a question for Deon? We're going to let him interact and let this flow with y'all. So what we're going to need is for you to just raise your hand. Leah's going to tell us who it is, and you can go ahead and jump on. so y'all all shy right now.
You got advice for a young actor?
Okay.
What you say? You need a comb. What'd you just say? I didn't hear you.
Man, I ain't say nothing about no
What you
cold.
say? I can't hear you. What you?
Look,
I'm just playing. We all need a comb, brother. This quarantine here. I got you. It's all good.
Quarantine. But,
Yeah, no, I'm just playing, man. What you say, brother?
my name is Ty. I got a friend that's a young actor. He needs some advice. You know what I'm saying? He young. He just trying to get into it. Where to go? What to do? You know, I need pointers and get into the field.
It's not you, right? You talk about for somebody else.
No, he's scared.
He's
What's wrong with
asking
him?
for a friend.
He's
Huh?
asking for a friend. Well, you lost already. If you scared, you can't go into acting being scared.
No, he said he's scared because you're so famous. He's scared because you're so famous.
Who's so famous? Look at me. Look at me right now, dude. I'm sitting there with a hoodie on live with you, man. No, dude, you got to be fearless. You got to understand this. Whatever you feel that's in your heart right now, that you feel passionate about, and you feel like you can do it. If you don't do it, you cheating the world of what you should be giving us. And if you don't do that, that's gonna eat you up the rest of your life. The rest of your life, you're gonna be like, Dad, I should have tried it when I was young and didn't have a family and kids and all of that. You might as well do it now and get it out the way. If it don't work, oh well. You gotta understand, you learn from failure. Half the job is failure anyway. Once you become an actor, because I'm gonna claim it for you. Once you become an actor, then you're gonna realize that the job is mostly failure. So get used to it.
Appreciate
But you
that.
can do it. You can do it all day long, brother. Just do it. You just gotta do it.
All right.
Like hopping on the phone. There you go. The good way to put them on blast. Yeah.
All right, appreciate that, brother.
I saw a hand. This is Leah. I saw a hand from Dwayne and then from Kayla. So if you two want to be the next to ask questions, go for it.
Yeah, I got a question. So, Deon, I got a radio.
Hey, what time is it? What time is it? Where you
My
at?
fault, man. It's dark as I don't know what in here, man. My
Hey,
fault.
yo, what's wrong, man?
My fault, man. Here, I got you. I got you.
Your sexy quarantine
There we go.
quarters going
There we go.
on.
There we go.
There you go. Thanks.
There you go. But no, I got a radio show down in Westchester, and I want to know what could I do to kind of take that off and go somewhere else with it?
What you trying to be syndicated? Or you trying to get on the air period, or what you trying to do?
Just kind of get on the air, get more popularity with it. I was kind of looking like maybe an NBA reporter, something like that.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this much, man. It can happen, definitely. You got to look at people with podcasters. They did this just on the strength of them just doing it. Like, man, let me just mess around in my basement or whatever, and they did it. So what they did was they found the right type of things, formulas that they thought would be interesting to people, and they just started doing it. See, what you can do is, even with your station or whatever, you can bring traffic your way just by doing something original or different, but making it you. You got to understand, we don't think like you. So stop doing what you think we all want to hear. Do what you do, and then that'll make it interesting. Because if you tell us the same news that everybody else is telling us, it's the same thing. What's gonna make it different is if you tell us that the way that you feel about it. You get what I'm saying? So don't just do news, do your news, and don't just do radio, do your radio, because that's what's gonna make it different.
Oh, that's good looks. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm serious. Do that for real. All right.
All right, I'm working on it right on next semester. I got you.
Peace. You can all post your questions in the chat. That way we can know. Again, if you're just tuning in, we're with Dionne Cole. Y'all know who he is. You know, bring your questions. He's here. He wants to interact with you all. So what else we got?
I saw Kayla next. So if you want to go ahead and ask yours.
Do you want me to put it in the chat or X out loud?
You can go ahead and ask, Kayla.
You go ahead and ask.
It wasn't a serious question, but did you have a favorite
tile on the door? That's your tile?
I don't need a curtain because I'm on the 3rd floor, so.
Oh, okay.
It's just too bright.
Well,
you have to call me out.
Black people will make it work, won't they? Black people gonna make it work.
They sure will.
You just take a bath and then throw it over your window. Like, that's dope. I appreciate that. All right, go ahead.
Did you have a favorite topic that was covered when you were on Blackish?
Man, I had several. It wasn't just one. And I'm still on the show, so we still have a lot of great topics that we deal with. But man, it's not just one, I love when we did Juneteenth. That was a great one. I love when we did one about Trump called Lemons. That was a great episode. It was an episode where I babysitted for Dre and Rainbow when they went out of town. I watched the kids. That was a great episode. So there's a lot of great episodes that we had, and it's great doing that show. As well as Grownish too.
Mm-hmm.
Dionne, we got a question from Avery. She wants to know, can you tell us about your acting experience? Like, how did you get your first job? Did you get a manager? Did you move out to LA? Tell us a little bit about that process.
You ever see this movie called Say the Last Dance? Anybody?
I have.
It's old school flick. It had, man, I forgot old girl name, Julia something. Anyway,
I'm gonna look it up.
What is it?
So I'm gonna look it up for
Stiles. Julia Stiles. Yes. Somebody text me that. Yes, thank you. Julia Stiles is in it. At the end of the movie, when the credits are rolling, they have a dance party scene. Top right corner, you're gonna see a dude in a yellow sweatshirt. You don't even see his face. That's my first acting job. That's the very first acting job I had. I was an extra in Say the Last Dance, and then I did more money. But my first acting was the show called Inside Edition. I played a cop, and that was it. That was like the first acting gig I really had or whatever. It was a TV show called Inside Edition where this guy would know the news before it hit the newspaper the next day. So yeah, that was it.
Did you have a manager or like agent to get you those jobs?
Yeah, well, this is what it is. I do have a manager and I have an agent. This is one of the biggest misconceptions about managers and agents. People think once you get you a manager and an agent, then you good, and they're gonna find you work. They're gonna do this and do that, but that ain't how this works. You gotta constantly be making moves yourself. You have to make things happen for yourself, and then your manager and your agent, they work for you. Let me repeat that: they work for you. You do not work for them. And then what they do is they manage your career, manage the things that you want to do. Your agent is supposed to book things for you, but if he doesn't, you still got your own things going on. That's where a lot of people go wrong. They wait on people to do things for them. But you got to constantly be making moves. You got to bring attention to yourself. And then once that attention comes, then that's when your agent get to talk to other people for you. So they'll be like the middleman instead of everybody rushing you. So that's really how the system really goes. So yeah, I have a manager and an agent, but nevertheless, that means nothing because I have to make everything happen for myself.
Yeah.
Where you at? You look lonely as hell.
Me?
You don't even have windows at your house. What's wrong?
It's like where my bed is. The windows are on the other side of the room.
How you getting oxygen? You ain't getting no air in there?
No, the windows are on the other side.
Oh, okay.
We call it, listen, because we work in the residence halls, when they don't have nothing on walls, it looks like she in jail, right?
I know, she looked like she was locked up.
I have pillows in the back.
Keep your head up in there, girl. You're going to get out soon.
So Alina McLeod wants to ask, what actor and actresses would you like to work with? Maybe you have worked with them already.
Man, there's a gang of actresses and actors that I would love to work with. I mean, I would love to work with everybody. Like, definitely. Everybody that's doing something, man, I'm a fan of everybody's, man. So it's not like one particular person where I'm like, oh, I would love to work with. I mean, just everybody. Everybody brings something different to the table, and that's what acting's about. It's about choices. It's how you deliver that line is what make you stand out and be different, So to see these fantastic actors make these, amazing choices when it comes to scripts, make you want to work with everybody.
Absolutely, absolutely. So tell me about the spinoff. So like how does it feel that you were part of a main arc on a TV show and then they brought you over here? It was a big surprise to fans. So how does that feel being able to navigate both of those worlds even though they are together?
Well, shout out to Kenya Barris. That's the creator of Blackish and Grownish and Mixes. And watch his new show called Black at AF on Netflix. It'll be coming in a couple weeks or about a week or whatever. But we were doing Blackish and it was taking off so well that he came to me and he was just like, yo, can you he was like, why don't you come over and like look at this show? It's called he said, I want to do the show called Grownish. Why don't you take a look at it? And I was like, okay, cool. He was like, you should come over there and just be a professor or something. And then we laughed at it. And then he was like, I'm serious. I was like, what? But we did it, and yeah, it worked.
Okay.
It's been great. It's been great.
Well, listen, we've been having a great time watching it. I personally think it's funny. It's a staple in our house, so we're definitely watching. I mean, for us to be on a college campus, everything that's going on in that show is very relevant. So when they're talking about drugs, academics, trying to find yourself, all of those things are very, very relevant. So a question that came from Hannah Ward was, do you have any life experiences that really helped you with working on a particular character that you played?
Not really. Nah, like I'm no like thespian kind of dude like that or whatever. You know, I just try to find a funny way to deliver a line and try to deliver it differently. And when it came to playing Charlie, I just felt like the more bizarre he is, the more fun he will be and the more interesting he'll be like from week to week. Because you got to find characters that are going to be like interesting, like week to week for years. And so I just felt like for him to be as odd as he can be, for you really not to know a lot about him, but learn something about him every day was very important.
Absolutely. Where's Charlie's son right now?
You say what?
Where's his son right now? Where's Charlie's son at right now?
I don't know where Eustace is. I think Eustace got married and had kids or something. I don't know where Eustace is. He grown as hell now.
That's funny. Cameron Davis wants to know, what's the next milestone you want to achieve? Like, what's that next thing that you're trying to hit in your career as an actor and a comedian?
I'm producing a lot of different content right now, man. I have a couple shows that's in works, as well as scripts, movie scripts, and just bringing content. As long as I can bring funny on all platforms, I'm good with that. You know, television, cinema, stage. And so I'm content. I'm very content with everything right now. Like I said, as long as I can keep creating, I'm good.
Okay.
So that's what I'm doing now. Yeah.
Okay.
We're in uncharted waters right now because of this quarantine. I mean, it hit us. None of us were prepared for it. A lot of our students said it's been teaching them a lot about themselves developmentally. So what has the quarantine been teaching you as you've been in the house and just kind of staying to yourself being quarantined?
I didn't know I can make bracelets. No, I'm just playing. No, it's just you just learn that, you got the power to do whatever you want to do. You can play the guitar. I mean, we always blame time for everything, and now we have it. And so to see people really not pick up their passion or whatever and try to do something with it in this time that they have, it's kind of like, well, it never was time. It was you, basically. So that's why I like learning how to DJ and DJing live and playing different music and just doing what I want to do right now and not really caring what anybody thinks. And, and now I have this new passion to DJ and I've had my equipment for years. I just never did it because I was so busy, but now I will definitely be making time to do it. So that's what you need to be doing right now, everybody. Just finding some kind of passion, and just like do it and stick with it or whatever, So that's definitely what it is. Yeah.
Okay. Well, listen, we've been watching. A lot of people were saying it too when we was waiting. We were like, man, he's really kicking it right now. He ain't coming to us. I wouldn't either.
I was kicking it.
Listen, you were dead. You had listen, I saw you sweating. You were wiping the brows.
So in Chicago, the coronavirus is running so rampant in the Black community on the South Side where I'm from, as well as the West Side of Chicago. And so the governor reached out to me and I made a video for the city. And then what I did today was I played a lot of Chicago music in order to keep everybody in the house. And so that's what I was doing today, like trying to keep everybody in the house and just playing some good music and, you know, stuff that we all grew up on in Chicago. And so, yeah, that basically was it, you know. But yeah, like I said, man, I'm just not caring right now and just having a good time and just
as you should,
doing me.
as you should.
Yeah,
we got some real good questions in here. So I'm gonna allow the individuals to ask you themselves. We got Christabel. Christabel, you on here?
Right here.
Okay, Krista, go ahead and ask your question.
I asked, what is it like working on
Christabel got her own name on her wall. Aren't you conceited? Jesus.
No,
so
that's my
arrogant. What is that?
Oh my God. But what you say?
What's that on the wall?
Oh, it's my graduation banner from when I graduated.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm sorry. I just thought you had your name up there only. I was like, dang, Crystal.
But,
okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I wanted to ask, what is it like working on the Grownish cast? Because that's my favorite show ever.
It is amazing. It is amazing being with the young, great talent that I have been blessed to work with all of them. They are all amazing, fantastic people. Even outside of the show, everybody's amazing. And so, you know, just to be blessed to work with that fantastic cast and crew of people it's amazing. You know, shout out to my little sis Yara. She's a handful, man. That's one. Whew, if she don't become president, I don't know what we doing. But yeah, she's an amazing, amazing young lady. So
which I reach out to her too. I mean, y'all are just very relevant. You're talking about stuff that the students need to hear, especially in not knowing that they're not the only ones that are going through these situations as they're growing up and having different experiences.
Mm-hmm.
It's really important.
Well, that's what's up.
So Cameron Davis got a question. This is a funny one. Cameron, where you at? You here?
Yeah, I was getting some water.
Go ahead.
Okay. So what shows have you been binge watching during the quarantine?
What shows have I been watching?
Mm-hmm.
It's this show on CNN called The Corona Pandemic. That's all I've been watching. That's all I've been watching.
That's funny.
I haven't watched nothing else but CNN. That's it. Like, I've been trying to keep my eye on the prize around here, man, trying to figure out what's going on. And you know, like I said, it's you know, we dealing with a really, really bad situation, man, especially in the Black community. You know, in the Black community, we don't have the proper health care like a lot of people have or whatever. So that's why the virus is running so rampant in the Black community right now that people don't have the means to just go to the hospital. So they are actually carriers and don't even know that they're carriers. And it just keeps spreading and spreading and spreading. And so just like any other pandemic, it's just we as Black people always catch the bad end of the stick, like HIV and other things. And so we have to try to bring some awareness to that in order to, once this is over with, have people come together and go, okay, we're not going to have another pandemic where Black people have the short end of the stick. Like, we need to do something about this now. We need to have fair healthcare wages, prices. I mean, something that has to be some type of beneficial situation for Black folks. And that's really not working like that because we always catch it like we are now. And so that's why I keep my eye on that as much as possible. That's the only show that
you speak of truth right. You speak of truth right now, and I think another big thing is that we got to not always look at the news for our number one sense of news and information. Because if you watch the news, sometimes you might be misinformed. If you don't watch the news, then you could be uninformed. Individuals got
Yeah, that's true.
to go out there and get the information for themselves, because they're not telling.
Yeah, and they're not gonna tell you exactly what's going on. Because I'll let you know from a source that I have. I'm not gonna go super deep, but the numbers that they give you are totally false. It's like triple what they're saying. They just don't want to alarm the public. Yeah. But it is very bad. It's way worse than what they put in it. And that's the problem too. They've been downplaying this from the beginning, talking about, oh yeah, black people can't get it, and oh yeah, it doesn't survive in hot weather and this and that. They've been wrong from day one about that. So don't nobody really know, to be honest with you, about this virus. One thing they know is that once it go through your system, it take about 10 days to get out and 12 days to get out your system, and that's it. If it goes out of your system, if your body can handle it. And that's all they really know. So
yeah. We got a question from Noni on here. Noni, you here? We're only gonna take a few more, everybody.
Yeah, I'm right here.
All right, Noni, go ahead.
So yeah, I just wanted to ask, like, how has growing up in Chicago like influenced your life today and like career? Because I'm from Philly, so growing up in that environment kind of influenced my life a lot, and like pretty much is the reason why I am the way I am. So like, how has growing up in Chicago influenced your life?
So basically, you're saying you're a gangster. I get that, no, that's
not what I'm saying.
I know Philly well, Jack. I be down on South Street, like, yo, I'm just like, Philly, Chicago, you gotta understand, anything I do is Chicago, because it again makes me who I am at the end of the day. You have to be what you are in order to present yourself the way you want people to greet you. Like, I'm a comedian before I am a black man, before I am a man, before I'm an actor, before I'm anything else. I am a comedian first. And then by me having that title, that determines how I present myself from there forward. I'm a comedian before I'm a dad. And so in that level, being a comic first, being a father, all that, then being from Chicago, like, I present myself with those things in order to show people that's what you're dealing with or whatever. So you always keep Philly in there, like, forever. Like, don't ever take Philly out of there, because that narrows the playing ground. You ain't like everybody else. You know what I mean? You from a specific place, and this is who they make. It's almost like giving Philly they props by keeping everything you do Philly. You know what I mean? Because can't nobody else duplicate you. You know what I mean? So, yeah, Chicago is influential, super influential in the way I carry myself and my career, and this should be in yours too.
We got two more questions, and we're gonna let Deon do his thing, y'all. So I got a good question here from Jeff. Jeff, I'm gonna go ahead and let you ask that question. Jeff, you here? Sound like Jeff's car ain't on. Jeff, you good?
Yeah, I'm here. My bad. I was like multitasking here.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you a murderer?
Nah, I'm busy doing a bunch of shit.
Is that your real voice, Jeff, or you got like a voice thing on too?
Nah, that's my real voice.
Like, this is Jeff. I was just wondering, look out your window.
What? Look out my window. What, Jeff?
So my question.
All right, go ahead, Jeff.
So my question is, so what's been your biggest challenge so far while striving to be successful in your career and your craft, both as a black man, as a comedian, and from your cultural origins?
Say that again. What's my what?
What do you think has been your biggest challenge to your professional and personal success, both as a black man, as a comedian, and from your cultural origins?
Very good question, Jeff. It has been basically the getting others to believe in you. Once you get other people to believe in you, then it's a cakewalk after that. But when I had that problem, getting people to believe in who I was and believe in my decision making, you know, it was hard. The way I chose to say a line, or the way I chose to say a joke, or the way I chose to do it, people be like, no, this is how you're supposed to do it. And I go, okay. And they're like, yeah, because that's what, why would you do it that way? This is where everybody do it. And I have to stop them in their tracks and be like, there's the key word, you know? This is what everybody does. This is what I want to do. So it was very hard trying to convince people that I know what I'm doing and to trust me. And then once they did, then there was a snowball effect. So that was probably the hardest at all.
All right, and our last question, everybody, our last question is going to go to Cassidy. Cassidy Williams, are you still here? Okay, Cassidy, you mute right now. You look like a mom.
Yeah, I am here.
Okay.
So my question was basically, what advice would you have for me? Because I want to start a social activist brand. I just didn't know kind of where to start social media wise and stuff like that.
You look like you got bars. You rhyme?
I do poetry, stuff like that. Yeah.
All right, spit something right now. Spit something right now, Cassie. Go ahead.
I can't do it on the spot.
No, do it right now. We want to hear it. Somebody got beat.
That's it. It looked like she got bars, boy.
That's funny.
No, but say your question one more time. Let me hear it, because I was too busy looking at wondering if you had bars.
So I wanted to start a social activist brand, and I just wanted to know if you had any tips for me on that.
See, I'm not really like I'm not like no activist like that. I just know what's right and wrong, and I just stand up for it. But as far as like tips of like starting that, only thing that I can say is just like, man, just get it done. Like, I mean, don't even talk about it no more. Just start getting things into action, getting things lined up into play in order to get that vision going or whatever, because we need it. We need that guidance. Just like I was talking about earlier about how in the Black community, how this coronavirus is running through it. Like we need your organization to help, you know what I mean? Like to raise money and to petition for better healthcare plans for everybody. Like we need you. Like we need you now. Like, and so I want you to remember these words. Like I'm not an activist, but I know I need you, and I know my people need you.
Yes.
And so if you can get this started, that'd be dope, you know, and by all means necessary. And all you probably need is just, you know, a nice team of people that's gonna be behind you, and wherever justice may be needed, I guess you need to be there, I guess. I mean, but I don't know exactly how it really go, but I know we need you. And so whatever you need to do in order to find that out, whatever research, I'll be glad when you do, because we need you, sis.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
And everything is fine, and everything is fine when I drink wine. And no, I'm just playing. I don't got no bars.
Dionne Cole,
yo, this
everybody.
is fun. Thank you, man.
Yes, thank you so much for coming out. Dionne, how can they follow you online? Everybody got a phone. How can they follow you?
At Deon Cole on IG, Instagram, Twitter, all of that. That's where I'm at most of the time. So follow me on there, man. I've always have a lot of stuff going on, man. I do like these joke battles, and I DJ.
I saw one 2 days ago, but you didn't record it.
Yeah, we did.
Did you get it?
Yeah, we did. I did get it. It's on my YouTube page. Somebody sent it to me. So yeah, we just be trying to have fun. That's it, man. Try to bring some smiles to everybody's faces, and that's it, man. I always lose. I always lose the roast battles, but it's not about that. It's about just as long as people have a good time, man. That's all it is, man.
Absolutely.
So, come listen to some music, some jokes. Come over to my page on IG, man. And man, I want y'all to be safe out there. Stay your ass in the house until this is over.
Absolutely.
Right? So, thank you too, boy. I appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you for having out. Thank you for coming out and showing love. Everybody, this program was brought to you by Office of Residence Life and Housing Services. Please check out the rest of our programs. Dionne Cole, everybody give Dionne a round of applause. Dionne, you can stay on. We just want to say Thank you so much.
Okay.
All righty, everybody.
Hey.
This is it. Check our Facebook page for more announcements on some more programs, everybody. Thank you. Can everybody, if everybody can log?
Looks, Deon, we appreciate you, man.
Thank you all, man.
Thank you.
Thank you, Deon.
Stay safe.
Thank you.
Thank y'all, man. Thank you.
Hey,